when this happened and you presented this to General Flynn, I saw that he's so great and we've gotten to know him, but I saw him taken aback. There's certain things that, you know, people don't realize until they see them. And I know a lot of people wanted this. I know they sold out at the event, but I encourage everyone to get it and to please go to your site. But do you want to read the poem?
Oh, you want me to read that one? I would be honored.
Well, you can read anyone you want, but you know, to me, I love that one. But no, you can read. You know, my favorite one of yours is the Leaves, but whichever you want. But I'd like you to read a poem.
I'll do both.
Yeah, because when you read your words, it's one thing, but when I watch you speak them, it's a whole different level. So go ahead, take the floor.
Wonderful. And before I read this poem, I want to invite people to register for free for my upcoming Naked Poetry.
Right.
Laying bare my heart before God worship experience. It's going to be featured on Facebook Live.
Awesome.
And all you have to do is go to the website, americaspoet.com. There'll be a link there for you to register for it and share that link with other people this Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for those who are not going to be going out to do trick or treat, I'm doing it for free. It'll be a way for people to donate if they want. They can donate, but that's an option.
Yeah.
If you want to donate, you can. Yeah, you don't want to miss this experience. It's going to be live stream. It's going to be tremendous. I really believe.
Is it for all ages?
Yes, it is. Of course. Oh, yeah.
Young people, I think it's important to poetry. Right. Like I said, the kids don't have art instruction. And you're such a powerful voice.
Yeah. When you see their faces and I'm doing poetry, they're like, I mean,
I know.
And you know, I do this on the streets. My whole theme, I'm traveling right now, and I go to downtown cities throughout America. I set up my congas. By the way, I got one for you here.
Cool. Awesome. And I know it's so powerful. It's so powerful, and it's so everything. So why don't you your choice?
The Rhythm of the Leaves.
Great. Oh, I love this one.
Have you noticed the rhythm of the leaves? How they move to the breeze with such ease. Never find them worrying, afraid of the night or the storming winds that come their way. They simply flow. No need to be afraid. They catch the breeze that's for them. Celebrate the leaves that share their space. They together create a symphony of motion that's glorious. Just look at them, not trying to be anything, just being themselves and flowing with the wind until their time comes to an appointed end. With beauty yet present, they change colors to bless us with the season of autumn hues. They cover the earth, giving the soil their soul, the joy soaked in from the sun. May we learn from them and find our unity with each other. It is what we all need. This is what I learned this morning from watching the rhythm of the leaves.
Look, you get a standing ovation for that when we're in these rooms. You know, there's an energy to what we're doing. Man. And that's why I encourage everyone to come to these events. We're both going to be in San Antonio. This is why I encourage people, because there's an energy. And when you give these, you're giving people a moment to kind of meditate when you come on stage.
That's right. Right. You know, it does. Yeah. It does. It gives people a chance, information overload. We get so much information, so much fact and truth, and it's true. But then the brain needs a chance to go into a different place.
Right.
And the heart needs a chance to become contemplative. And emotions need a chance to be soothed. And that's what this poetry that God has given me does.
But it also, you know, again, brings it to the room. And for the time that you're on stage, I feel like everyone's kind of at the contemplative, meditative state of why am I here? And then that poem, the first time I heard you say it on stage, I was crying. I think I was speaking like right after. I was like, what?
I do remember that.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm crying. I'm about to go on stage. But no, it's really powerful. And that's another reason I encourage people to come. There's something to you sitting behind your screen or even showing up locally. But when you show up en masse with people that truly love God and country and truth and want law and order and justice and our children to be safe and have a better life than we had. And you find people that love the flag, love the Pledge of Allegiance, love our founding fathers, love our founding documents, are constitutionalists. There's something to it, an energy that is permeating, not just in the space, which people that do go are changed. It's so crazy how many people I've met that during this were isolated. They felt that they were the minority. People call them crazy or conspiracy. They leave there totally different and make new friends like we have, because we keep meeting up every month, but they make new friends, new relationships. A lot of people over these last 2 years, especially truth seekers, have felt alienated, isolated, cancel culture, all of that. And you know, I feel like in the period of time that you're on stage, people have that inward moment and then that outward breathing of, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And
Amen.
If you want to read one more, if you want, or general.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna do the America's General. I want to do that one for you all. I believe it'll be a blessing for those who see what General Flynn is doing throughout this country. And you know, back in the day, we would honor people, but today we tear them down. Yeah. And we have to get away from that. We have to come to a place now to where we recognize that, you know, these people are leading, right, and they deserve our honor and respect. You know?
Yeah. And what people don't know that we know, and the people that go know, is General Flynn will stand with 5,000 people in line, and he will shake every single person's hand and thank them for being good Americans and keeping the faith and keeping the hope. Mike Lindell's like that too, and almost everyone that we tour with regularly. It's a bonding moment, but there's also everyone's given the time to feel special and important and like they matter, and that's a really big deal to me. So let's hear the amazing poem. And people can still buy the print, right?
They sure can. Okay, they can buy it. They can buy it right off of the website, America's Poet, and I know it'll be a blessing to them. So I'm going to read. Let me see. I'm going to do America's General for you all. Give me 1 second, okay?
No problem. Take your time.
Fearless gaze upon his face, resolve of gold within his heart, loyalty of depth beyond the rationale of men, a conviction that compels his spirit to stand beyond the stand, for the nation whom he loves, for the people whom he serves, for the anthem of truth, liberty, and justice. He was chosen for such a time as this to represent a fearlessness, a courage, a tenaciousness, a selfless service for God, a depth of conviction that evolved into a resolve to withstand an evil plan, to force him to capitulate all of who he is. Never did he hesitate to manifest a non-contested character, set his soul to suffer. No one knows the shadows of graves, the valleys of pain that cloaked heavy upon the depths of his very existence. He yet found a solace, a corridor of hope within his soul, rays of joy, love, and a splendor that did break forth, where the culmination of his existence endured a fire that proves, that refines, a heat that is beyond a mere blaze. It is the divine temperature to manifest a rare gold that can only be forged by God himself. Upon the man that he chooses and no one else, he now stands upon the grace of God with renewed passion beyond mere creation, with vision to command the people, with the strength to mount up like eagle, to run and not be weary, to walk and not faint. He is America's general, a leader of leaders, a teacher of teachers, a man amongst men that inspires a otherworldly force of courage, not afraid of death, even sacrificed his wealth for his pledge of allegiance to the flag of this nation, with hand over heart, eyes ablaze, feet set, mind attuned, voice pitched with depth of truth. His time is marked, his journey defined by God. Upon his heart, a wisdom is poured forth that he would show forth the mandate for which he was made, to arise, to defend, to protect this land, to compel her people to fight and take a righteous stand. He is America's general, General Michael Thomas Flynn.
Oh my God, it gets me every time. I'm sitting, I almost cried again. No, I mean, it is true. And that was such a nice testament to him, and watching him be presented with it and what it did for him also. I mean, I don't know how he didn't cry.
Well, he did.
But everyone else did.
When I first presented it to him, I did a personal video for him. I was in Kentucky. He was traveling. I sent the video to him and he sent me back. The first thing he said, "I love you, brother." He said, this brought tears to my eyes, and the whole thing came together. I got to say, I was invited to this place after the Kentucky event. The gentleman that invited me was at the Kentucky event. We didn't know each other. He said, "William, if you want to rest, come to my place. It's really nice." I went to his place. I stayed there for like 2 or 3 weeks resting. Little did I know,
wow, that's awesome.
the day I wrote the poem was that following Tuesday. Little did I know, 2 days later, I would discover that this gentleman who invited me there was an artist. We did that whole thing in 10 days.
I'll tell you, I saw people lining up that wanted that, and it's a great gift also for any patriot right now.
It really is.
People might not realize what the outside of our circle, and those of us that know, what General Flynn means right now to the survival of our country and our future. And we both follow him around because he's a fearless leader, and he's suffered and been persecuted for being the most honest and brave and committed of our generals that we've had in a very long time. And I believe that he will rightfully be back where he belongs, which is as a leader in the bigger sense of the word. And he is certainly blessed by God, as you are.